Let me talk upfront about the vaccine. And let me ask you, is the COVID vaccine permissible under the Islamic law?
Yes, it is permissible. I have read many opinions and fatwas given by different Islamic scholars, uh, in the world, and they have said that yes, the primary objective in the Sharia is to save a life of human being. So I am sure that this is permissible, and there should not be any problem as far as Muslims taking this vaccine is concerned, because we have to save lives.
You know, in Indonesia, when the measles cases had risen, the clerics there had said that the pork driven gelatin should not be taken. So the Muslims stopped taking them. And with that, the cases started spiking. What do you think should be done in India to stop this misinformation about the COVID vaccine?
I'm sure that this should not be a problem as far as taking the COVID vaccine is concerned, as far as India is concerned, because the little Islamic knowledge I have, even if a medicine has alcohol that is permitted medically to be used, you cannot, as a Muslim, I cannot consume alcohol because that is not permissible in my religion. But as far as medicine is concerned, to save life is concerned, that is allowed. So I'm sure that it should not be a problem as far as Muslims taking the COVID vaccine is concerned.
So, what steps do you think can be taken to stop spread of this disinformation? And have you, as an MP or your party, done anything specific?
Madam, I have not seen any resistance or any misinformation or any Islamic scholar or a mufti. Even if you are Islamic scholar, you have to be a mufti, giving any statements which corroborates what you're saying. So, if you can pinpoint to me any such statement that has been made by any mufti of let us say a responsible Islamic seminary, then of course I can get back to you by speaking to them.
What about the Raza Academy where they gave this call in December?
What was that call?
That was to say that the vaccine is haram because it has pork gelatin, pork derived gelatin, and Muslims should not take it.
No. Now you have pinpointed. You have said about Raza Academy. I'll definitely speak to the responsible people of Raza Academy in Mumbai.
Don't you think, as a member of parliament and someone who heads a very influential organization, you could have been proactive in issuing some advisory or some statements to dispel initial impressions which were anti vaccine?
Being a member of parliament, when the nationwide vaccination started, I was there in the government Usmania hospital. My party MLAs in Hyderabad were present in their respective government hospitals in their constituencies where this vaccine was being administered. So our presence itself, answers your question.
You know, Mr. Owaisi, being there, being a silent spectator,
No. I was
waiting,
no.
waiting to counter misinformation is one part of it. But being proactive and taking the first step to disseminate correct information and information which would be useful is another. So my question was, have you as a member of parliament or your party done something to be proactive in setting the record straight about the vaccine not being haram, rather than as a counter?
Madam, what proactiveness is required? Because I hate to say this, but in every issue, it is the Muslims who have to be proactive. It is the Muslims who have to prove their nationalism. It is Muslims who have to join the mainstream. It is Muslims who have to disprove. And I am not here to dispel all these so-called myths which are created around me as an Indian Muslim.
You said that as Muslims, why should we always have to prove ourselves? That is not what I was saying. Since pork is a Muslim issue and an issue which relates to their religion, it becomes important to dispel the impression. And I was asking this in that context.
No, madam, as far as consumption of coke or alcohol is concerned, that is a no-no in Islam. As far as usage of it is in medicine is concerned, I am not an Islamic scholar. I cannot answer to you on as far as this particular pork being included in the vaccine.
My issue was not whether it was haram or not. That I accept what you're saying. I'm only talking about you or some other Muslim leaders who should have been proactive in disseminating this positive information. That is my question.
So the dissemination or misinformation should start from the Union government. Did the government of India speak to different people if they wanted a positive publicity, if they didn't want any misinformation, then the Union Health Minister, the Prime Minister of India should have taken the lead.